Hey again, kid. I'll leave you alone for a couple hours and you nearly get yourself killed. Lucky I passed by when I did. Where am I? See my place of business on Apple Street. How do PI? What happened? Maybe you can tell me. I'm walking back from the bar, passing by your house when I hear a scream. I run inside and the damn robot's trying to eat your face off. I have to empty my clip just to slow it down. I don't believe it. Believe what you want, I'm just telling you what happened. Who are you? Don't do this to me again. I'm famous, alright? Everybody knows about me. Millions still alive? I don't think so, kid. Millions back at the house, spread out all over the floor. I don't want this to be too difficult for you. I know that robot was in your family a long time. You're not soft like your brother, so I'll just say it straight. I never trusted her. Never. When I heard Catherine brought her into your house, I said to myself, that ought to cause some trouble. Millions Ascent Clear Unit. The company's bread and butter is in corporate security and espionage. You don't let any of them things just walk away. Anywhere they end up is right where Thomas St. Clair wants them to be. Listening, watching. Catherine's a person of interest to them people. They took advantage of her one weakness. Guilt. He blamed Blue's death on herself. She made his life piss poor for a while. The man would work every turnaround he could just to catch a break from it. That's how my daddy told it to me, and how. That's not true. Sounds about right. She never let nobody's feelings get in the way of what she wanted, even if she felt guilt about it down the road. Anyhow, the way I figure it, Catherine had been trying to make all her heartache up to Blue. Thought maybe she could use the robot as a stand-in for Blue, I suppose. Told her robot the love she never showed Blue, so she let the spy into her house. A lot to take in, I know, but I'm not trying to cause you no more stress, but... Where the hell's your brother? You still ain't found him? I've run out of places to look. Well, we better find him quick. You see this mess Catherine left behind? That boy could be in danger. Best thing to do is head back to the house, check on the bot, see what we can find out about your brother. There was that answering machine on the desk screaming my ears off. Might be worth checking. Oh, and before I forget, you dropped your phone. Lang slides the phone across the desk. Found it on the ground back at the house. Hold it right over there, splash some water on your face, and let's roll. Splash my face with the toilet, what the heck? Oh, interesting camera now. Like I have no chest. Empty under the neck. Because my shirt under is green. Oh, my first coffee for the day. Oh, so good. Sometimes coffee can be so divine. Place next door complains they can see me when I'm on the pot. Tell them to look the other way. Ain't like I'm making you watch. I think they like my hole otherwise. Keeps us connected. Lots more I could say about this hole, but hell, I could stay in here and talk to you about it all day. It's where I keep track of all the dead bodies I found. I found a lot of dead bodies if you go looking. Kind of like a treasure hunt. Stop touching that unless you want to see me clown up. Clown up then. If you keep messing with my kit, I'm going to have to break it out. Alright, I was trying to save you for the weekend, but now you get me excited. Nothing wrong with climbing up after hours. A blank peels a plastic tray of face paint from the packaging and applies it using a small pocket mirror. Oh, that's right there if you need to wash off. Nothing else. Million was a spy. Blanc believes the Million was a spy for Thomas and Claire, planted in your home to keep tabs on your mom. Million. Man wearing battle armor and emblazoned with a red cross crouches over turtle on the sidewalk. A name tag that reads Garrett is fixed onto the man's armor. LeBlanc. Garrett. What was just? Who the fuck are you? Man, I know this looks weird. I got separated from my co-workers and then I saw this turtle, so I stopped to take a look. Why are you outside my place of business dressed like a pervert? Pervert? I'm dressed like a knight. How am I dressed like a pervert? Okay, I can go. Why are you here? For work, I guess? Kind of work. Spiritual work, kind of like yoga. Oh no, more like outer space stuff. Rockets. We are into self-improvement, weightlifting, stuff like that. Sounds cool as shit, like a cult. It is, it's like a cult but cooler. It's like you join and you immediately have friends and a dad who wants to hang out with you. Well, sometimes he does. Once we get to Mars, he said he's going to hang out with us. But where did you get this costume? The costume? Why everyone keeps calling it that? I'm a soldier of Christ. Soldier? Who do you fight? Scum, mainly. Scum? Cokehead hipsters and punks who hang out downtown and call us Nazis. Where are your co-workers? They said they would come pick me up before lunch, but it's getting kind of late. Launch? Yeah, what's that mean? Launch? I don't know, man. We were supposed to do this thing tonight, but it kind of fell apart at the last minute. Why fight the scum? Because they think they know everything, but they don't know shit. I think everything they do is morally superior, but it's not. They just make the world worse, but they insist they are making it better. I don't want to be in your club, okay? You people are uptight losers. Stop calling me a fucking Nazi. I'm not a fucking Nazi, man. It's the guy. And Caleb. I mean, Garrett. Fucking Garrett. Okay. Have fun with your turtle, bro. I will. Thanks for stopping by. Understand is closed for the winter. Where I found you, I came in right here through the front door. Took me a minute to figure out where all the noise was coming from until I climbed up into the attic. They had a ladder that went down through the attic into a closet like a damn haunted house. You got down there, seeing the robot had its claws around your neck. What I did was I kicked you out of the way, probably kicked you pretty hard to come to think of it. Robot's face was all open up. She had it. I don't even know what it was. A big glowing tumor floating in her head. She tried closing up her face to protect it, but I already had my 9 drawn. Popped her a few good times before she could snap her face shut. She whined a little bit and fell over. It wasn't easy getting you back up that ladder, but I managed. Let's go and check to make sure the robot's still there. Maybe have a look around that room. Oh, I can pick up. Now I can finally pick up the pry bar. Security and cabinet. That's right where I left her. Don't look like she's going nowhere. What the hell was Catherine doing in this room? Books me out. Didn't even look, Kane. Just don't think about it. She wasn't who you thought she was. You ran your fingers over the flaking glass of Million's faceplate. Shards fall to the ground beside her limp hands. There's no life left to the machine. At the center of the table sits a cheap plastic electronic device. One USB cord runs from the instrument to the computer tower. The other runs to the laptop. Anti-malware advertisement repeats itself infinitely on the laptop display. A work light hangs on 2 small hooks driven into the wall. Its extension cord runs into the makeshift ductwork of the closet. This is a military-grade signal jammer. No wonder I can't pick up no service at the office. Well, this is enough to take the whole neighborhood offline. A map of Lake Pontchartrain hangs on the wall, decorated with various legible notes and penciled routes through its network of bayous. Head drive, no Wi-Fi connection detected. What kind of gizmo is this? Driver's corrupted, device requires update. Okay. Get me online. This answering machine kind of pushy. Let's get it hooked up to the internet, see what happens. Okay, take someone with expertise to disable one of these things. Need me to handle it? Sure. Abraham pulls a pistol from his waistband. Thank me later. I think should have a connection. Wi-Fi connection detected. Installing drivers. Installation complete. Warning, critical I/O functionality has been deprecated. To interact with this instance, please install your preferred head drive client on your mobile device. For more information on hosting options, please visit the Greater New Orleans Neural Visioning Clinic website today. Head drive clinic client? Got one of them on your phone, Kate? Yes, I do. Catherine Maria. I'm pressing no cloud fact result, establishing remote connection. Okay. Enumerated items. Okay. I'm speaking to my daughter. Catherine? Yes? You're fucking with me because I'm drunk. Face enumeration module conflict detected. Can you attack K? Attack K? You talking about million? What is million? What you talking about, Kate? How the hell are we even having this conversation? You pull a phone from LeBlanc. What are you? I am Catherine Medea, age 52, branch identifier November YX2R BE1.0.0. I am hosted on a 32 terabyte head host external hard drive without cloud support. If I'm Blake. What happened? There? My son. Blake's missing. Blake is missing? He's lost? His face is a shadow. Kate, you know where he might be? Blake is missing. Is his phone broken or something? What happened to Million? Narration error. I'm sorry, I do not know Million. I do not know what happened to Million. Tell us what you remember. Last. Day in the chair where I sat, the room was dark, the clinician asked questions. After the appointment, I was to meet with Superduck. What's Superduck? Superduck is the version consciousness of Duck. The what? Please rephrase. Kate, why you was going to see Duck? It's going to see Superduck, a spawn of Duck, a deformity. But why, Catherine? Because of what I saw? What I saw in the lake? Okay, everyone went to see Duck like I told you. I better go pay him another visit. I can't make no sense of this. Okay, but me? You're my child. Is the session complete? My oldest, I remember that you held my leg as a baby when you began to walk. But Blue? Please specify what you mean by Blue. Who was your husband? Okay, can you hear me? Okay, please. I do not know about Blue. Have I forgotten Blue? The house was dark and I couldn't make out the shape. Was this Blue? But Blake. I remember many things about Blake. I remember that he cried. He didn't want me to die. He asked me not to die. Did I die? This Nancy machine mentioned Duck. Let's run by Dams and have a word with him. Maybe he knows what's going on with all this nonsense. See if there's something new. Oh, we should have internet here. Laptop your parent gifted you others on a shadow particle borders. Laptop. Why can I still have no internet? Okay, that's a little bit of an issue though with the game. Since we actually made so the internet works now. Are you holding up, kid? I trusted Million. Like I said, I never trusted her, not for a minute. Figure she was just a set of eyes for Thomas and Claire. It's getting to be too much. Figures after Catherine died, she would leave a big mess behind. Just keep your head on straight, alright? We're going to find a way. You can skip town again and forget this place for good. Hell, if there's room in the truck, I might come along. Can we go see Duck? Gather we should. That's about the only sense I could make out of what the phone was saying. Million was shot in the face after discovering your mom's head drive. Million attacked you. LeBlanc was passing by the house, heard the commotion, and rushed to help. Shot him multiple times, destroying her possessor. Million. Garrett are wandering around NORCO. There are young men wandering around NORCO wearing plastic bell armor and name tags that say Garrett's. Garrett's. I want to check things out and see. Oh, that's a nice phone case. Look at that thing. Hoot hoot. That's what I'm talking about. Life hasn't been the same since the Angels won the Mega Ball. Turned my life around completely. Quit the drinking. After Port intercepted the ball, I looked up towards the ceiling and said, Jesus Christ, you let this man make his touchdown? My tongue won't never know the taste of Coors Light again. So it went, been off that stuff since. Daughter who weren't talking to me because of all my drinking and bad behavior. A few months clean, I got to see my grandbaby again. Got the Angels to thank for that. They saved me. Have me that phone, Kate. This case don't say nothing about their victory. I'm going to fix that for you. Let's take the permanent marker from a nearby cup and scroll something illegible across the phone. That's better. There you go. Mega Ball Shams. Hoot hoot. Reporting your life from the sheet over the front of your fence line in Good Hope where a cargo moving machine is ablaze. It's believed that the unit burst into flames after colliding with a flare staff. All pirate known as Lucky is wanted in connection with this incident as well as a string of other arsons across the parish. Considered armed and dangerous. Had to have been blowing up all kinds of shit. A little bit of help by us. What the heck? People cosplaying or something? Two teenagers wearing cheap costumes block the door. Each wears a name tag that reads Garrett. Must be them co-workers the little nerd was talking about outside my place of business. Blank regards teens. Happy Halloween, kids! You look like a couple of soda cans. Look who's talking, clown. Nothing wrong with my look. It's timeless. They all work with that other little dude outside my place of business. We work only for ourselves. We don't answer to anyone. We are dissident Garretts. Alright, whatever. Where the hell's Duck? Where the hell's Duck? That's what I'm asking you. Use Vault, motherfucker. Excuse me, boy, getting a little fresh? You might have to whoop your ass. Seriously? Kill a degenerate clown man. I don't know, dude. I mean, I could have if I wanted to, but just... Silence, Garrett. Can't see shit out of this thing. Stand tall, the barbarians are at the gate. The Lawson turns towards LeBlanc. Ready yourself for death. No, fuck this shit. Yes, what in the hell was that about? Let's go check on Duck. Now I'm worried. Ducky, 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 ducky. No. Duck, hey, Duck. Play, you run, bro. Old man ain't left this house in years. Tell them what the kids do with him. A scribbled letter sits on a desk. Never thought things would get this fucked up. It all took a turn after he made us tie up the dead lady's kid. Dead lady's kid? Okay, you don't think. Then he tossed John's head in the water. What in that? And John's eyes, they weren't his, they were glowing. Never forget that. All the Garretts at the rock had been sneaking around trying to find his head. Didn't like John, but hell, everyone deserves a funeral. You know, he tossed it out the boat somewhere around lat 3077 longitude 9366. But the lake is so full of sediment we can't see shit. Losing hope that we find it. That's all for now. You boys be safe. Some coordinates is in Lake Pontchartrain. They're searching the swamps. The blank slice of paper to you. Put that in your pocket. This right here is the closest thing to a lead we got. The dead lady's kid just might be your brother. Damn. Garrett. Keep him your brother. Find a note that Duck's house that suggests that the Garretts may have kidnapped Blake. Garrett's looking for a decapitated head. Somewhere in the lake. There's a head in the lake. The Garretts are looking for it. Oh hell, bro. Duck, hey, hey! Duck slouches in his office chair, LeBlanc shakes the man's shoulder and snaps his finger before his face. He's breathing. Wake up, Pops, wake up! Duck's eyes slowly widen. What? He attempts to smile. Yeah, you got it all over your face. Mardi Gras come early? Don't worry about it, it's just a style. Don't look so hot, Clay. We got to get you some help over here. Let's take your nap is all. Them little creeps still out front. We took care of them. Duck turns to you. How about you, Kay? You ever got your mother's stuff back from the refinery? Yes. What did you find? A forged discount card that unlocked a secret room in the middle of the house. Bro, Catherine James Bond all of a sudden? Why are you so surprised, Brett? It sounds like Catherine to me. That's who she was. From the outside, she was just normal, mundane. You wouldn't think nothing of her. But that was a disguise, a costume that she wore. She was clever, always hiding something. What the hell's going on around here, bro? What them kids was doing at Ascent? The two little ones got separated from the rest of the pack. They had a whole gang in here earlier, asking me all kinds of questions I didn't know the answers to. All because of that thing right there. This is frail hand towards the device on the desk. Biggest mistake in my life. How they managed to find it, it is beyond me. Whatever I had lost it years ago, figures it will come back to find me. So, second. Can't show me stripping down. Once you get hot and bothered. Okay, so where's that device? The piece of trash head drive I was telling you about earlier has my brain sitting on it. Gave birth to that monster that calls itself Superduck, the one your mother got mixed up with. But the head drive seems more or less broken now. That was more about the intruders. Where did they go? Don't know, couldn't even guess what all this is about, but they mentioned your mother. Said they have her. They have Kate? How? That's why I'm wondering myself. Catherine's laying in a casket on River Road, and Thomas probably grabbed the wrong person. What would they want with her? You think I know, Brett? What about Blake? Did they say anything about him? Nothing about Blake, but wouldn't surprise me if he's in the mix. Takes after his granddaddy. What were they asking? Asking me to talk to that drive, interpret what he was saying, something about needing to find a rock. Oh no, stone. Let's keep my mouth shut. I don't want anything to do with that head drive. It's a curse. I guess they figured it out on their own because they sure left in a hurry. When did they take the head drive with them? It was so chaotic in here, I didn't know what was going on. All of them just shouting over each other. They were so confused. They were so confused as I was. Whole thing seemed like a big mess, like nobody was in charge. And then suddenly, they were gone. How did they find our head drive? Like I said, I don't have the slightest clue. Figured that once they ran afoul of these people, stole something from them. Maybe they did a little research, found the head drive that started it all. Maybe they thought if they did that, they could find whatever it is they're looking for. How did you know the hard drive was yours? That part's easy. Got my name on the thing. Can I get you help? No, don't bother with me. A little nap is all I need. No way in hell. I'm calling. You ain't calling nobody, Brett. Pull it. You think this is bad? Way I'm right here. This is the way it's been for years. It's getting bent out of shape about it. I just been sitting in this house, hardly able to walk, no more good days. You want to help me? Come drop by from time to time, right? Good, Clay. I really will. Good, that's all I'm asking. Oh boy. Hey. This looks just like the Gizmo Kate had. Did everyone start getting these things and nobody wants to tell their boy Brett? You think it would hook up to your phone, Kate? Seems the other one. Network ping detected. Network distress. Emergency safe mode initiated. Prime node in terminal state. Lat 30.0632. Longitude 90.3428. The corner is way out in the lake. Just like the ones written down in that note. The truck of gas I think we'll be taking us a little trip to the lake from. Ready when you are. Oh yeah, okay, what's with that letter we found? Bruh, says they was looking for a head in the lake, somewhere around the coordinates is listed. You get it figured out, kid. This is the kind of thing they pay me for. What was Duck's head drive talking about? We were spinning out coordinates in the lake. Closest thing to a clue we got. Just we head that way, do whatever you need to do around town and let's go. Ghost, found Duck's head drive. Such a weird game this. You managed to find the original head drive that spawned a monster called the Super Duck. Luckily Super Duck stole something from them and they want it back. We brought the head drive to Duck in order to force him to communicate with it. He refused. Are in a state of disarray. Duck says the Garrus left his house in a state of disarray and confusion, as if there was a breakdown in leadership. They left in a hurry, however, which may suggest that they found what they were looking for. Garrus. Super Duck, the viral fork of Duck's consciousness created by the same neural vision in clinic that your mom visited before her death. The head that once hosted a version somehow escaped Duck's possession and spread like a network virus. It eventually manifested itself physically into what Duck describes as a monster. Duck contracted your mom. Your mom was conducting research for the monster known as Super Duck shortly before her death. Super Duck. To the lake we go. Yeah, slow down, kid. Road's washed out up there. Continue to accelerate, but the truck stays put. Rise, Kay, what did I tell you? Got any recovery gear on this thing? Shit. It's got a foot now, I guess. Looks like there's a fishing camp just up the road. Want to reach the coordinates, we'll need a boat. But they got one we can borrow. Truck sunk in the mud, we're stranded unless someone can pull us out. Fishing camp? Yeah, no, just where we at. That's Peachy Duhan's fishing camp. He and my daddy more or less lived out there for a time. Old man Peachy hated my ass. That's the Interstate 10 overpass over there. There's a map on the bulletin board, might help refresh my memory. And I wonder who we get to talk to get a ride on that boat. These coordinates we got are all the way out in the lake. Okay. Let me take a look at this map right quick so I can get my bearings. The detective inspects the map pinned to the bulletin board, tracing his fingers along the board. Yeah, alright. I remember this whole stretch from when I was a kid. They called this area Le Branche. Used to be an old fishing village up until a hurricane knocked it out of the lake. Pinch's Camp was the only building left standing. That's where we're at now. Perpignan Pond is just across the way, named after a plantation man from back in the old days. Then you got the Interstate 10 now. The government dug that to build Interstate 10. They let a whole lot of salt water into the swamp in the process. Killed off a lot of trees. That's how we ended up with the ghost bios. Just some old bios without any trees left standing. Banks eroded without no roots to hold them in place, so you can hardly see where you're steering your boat before you run into the ground. But just the government's fault though. A long time ago they used to log these swamps for timber. There's scars all over the place. Like the logging wheel. Reason it looks like a wheel is because they park a big pull boat right there in the center. And then them guys would start chopping the trees down, going out in one direction, then another, like the spokes of a wheel. They call it a pull boat because they would hitch the trees onto a big rope and the boat at the center would pull the trees in. They had a drum on the boat for the size of a car. The drum would spin to wind up the rope. Big coal-fired son of a bitch. My granddaddy told me it would spit out smoke like he had never seen. Then down there is the lower suction canal. A lot of people died along the canal when the hurricane came through and took out La Branche. They got people to scuba diving in there looking for treasure lost in the storm. Not always easy to find your way around the area. Good thing there's a map. And it looks like somebody stuck a note onto it. Got shells, Rania clam shells, yard full of them, and stay in the place. Politics. Swamp away. Book your ideal stay in Louisiana's natural wetland habitats. With short and long-term options available, you can live like a local in one of America's most mysterious regions. Swamp away is committed to sustainability. We believe in rebuilding Louisiana's wetlands for a greener, more verdant future. Book before the new year and receive a free snack pack delivery during your stay. Snack pack? Whoever been raising my traps going to die, bro. Name tag pins a hand scroll letter to the board. Garrett. Yo, Garrett. Garrett, again with these little dudes. Meet us at John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for the launch. You never heard of John's Pond in my life. It's a mess over there. People have been posting about it online, driving out from the city to take pictures with the art. If you're coming from this way, the only route is through the ghost bios. Open up the iPhone app and take a look at the map. You will see some blinking lights. Those mark the locations of portals. When you dive through them, it's like snorting the stuff Ditchman scrapes off the urinal. Oh, it's a fucking nightmare. Ew. You can keep your head on straight. The portals will take you to a light source. Each one will be a little different. Don't let it freak you out. Just be cool, Garrett, and make those lights blink just like you see on the map. Do that and you get a swamp vision, bro. The ghost bios will appear for you. Good luck. What? There's a mini at John's Pond. Letter on the fishing camp bulletin board instructs Garrett's passing through to meet John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for the launch. Man fishes from the dock. Evening. That's your boat. Not mine. Believe that boat belongs to the camp. You got the key inside one of them units? I suppose you do. Let's go pay them units a visit, okay? See if we can get a key from one of them. Can you help us pull our truck to the mud? You were racing down the levee, weren't you? Just hitting every washout she saw. If you could help, I could have winged some truck for this on the other side of the spillway. You know Peachy? You know Peachy Duhan, the old man who owns that camp? Sure, I knew Peachy. What do you mean, new Peachy? We haven't seen about it on the news. Peachy's been dead a long time, maybe 10 years. Come on. Yeah, Peachy's been dead, and he took several others with him. The man finally cracked. Damn, figured it might end like that for him. He was a bad dude, bro. Did he say anything about me before he died, Brett LeBlanc? What? Anything bad about me? I don't think you understand what happened here. Peachy locked himself in that camp with 3 hostages and then a pile of ammunition and refused to leave. Wasn't it because he was mad at me though? What kind of question is that? Spirit, so who's got the camp now? His grandson split the place into units and turned them into vacation rentals. All kinds of people pass in and out now. Figured they don't have any clue what took place inside there. You know anything about that note on the bulletin board? One with the name tag on it? All I know is these boys been coming by taking pictures of the map with their phones. Always interesting times passing through since they turned Peachy's place into vacation rentals. But these fellas are a different type entirely. What's that about? You see that? You hold the phone up to the map and it shows them little blinking dots. The one at the lodging wheel is blinking real fast. One at Tregonier's pond is blinking slow. Move your phone around the map, see if there's more. Alright, holding up, kid. What do you make of the map of the bulletin board? This one right here. When you held your phone up to it, it showed blinking dots. No 2 dots blink the same. Don't know what to make of it. Did you pass your phone over the whole thing? There was a letter pinned to the map. Might be worth a read. What are we doing here? Shit, you know, I'm asking myself the same question. But here's what I think. I think them little dudes named Garrett killed your brother. I think they came out to the lake looking for something. Maybe it was a head they were mentioning, the note they left at the duck's place. Maybe it was the coordinates of the distress signal. The one that Duck's gizmo was spitting out. They ain't got the whole picture pieced together yet. Now we got another note, the one that left on the bulletin board to mention John's Pond, wherever the hell that is. Help any? Right, chain overpass runs above a dredge channel from east to west. This little flatboat might be able to get them corners we found back in Duck's house, but the motor takes a key. What kind of knock is that, kid? You're not going to get nobody's attention knocking like that. You have to get wacky with it, not fast. Open up! You have to use that boat right quick. Boat came with the rental, it's ours. Bro, let me just lay it out for you. This little highway rat right here is looking for her brother, you get me? I think he might be out there in the swamp. I wish I could help you, but we need a boat. Good luck. Knock again, Cam. Just keep knocking till we get a key to the boat motor. We'll get sick of us eventually. Hey, man! Lord help me. Need a boat so much for introducing it. It isn't any of your business. I'm trying to save lives here, bro. And so are we. Save lives how? For research, which this conversation prevented me from conducting, so please leave. Good night. Once again, just keep on knocking. I can do this all night. Please, I'm begging you to quiet down. Listen, I think we can work something out there. But because it's his ex-husband, he bought 4 or 5 gold balloons from a Canadian guy in Mississippi. He buried one of them under his mom's house. I'm over there all the time. I keep a few car barrels in my shed. He used them back at the office, the old ones, but they still hold a good charge. This is all nonsense. Can't lend out that boat indefinitely, you understand? We need it. Oh, it won't be indefinite. The corners and some little gizmo sending out the distress call. Distress call? My partner duck. Oh, it became something else, huh? Door slams open upon mentioning of Duck's name. Yeah, a buddy of mine has this little gizmo. It's like hell, I don't know. An answering machine, I guess. It kept spinning out these corners in the lake. What else did it say? It said it's got a stressed out node, bro. Something getting stressed out in the lake. Where are the coordinates? They in the phone? It's the node. You're right. Usually just going to boat right up to it. Sure, boating ain't a problem. Nothing to me. Been boating my whole life. How we know it? What's the distance say? What other option is there? The distance safe, Abby. Are you familiar with the network that some call Superduct? Like it's my buddy I was telling you about. Clayton Richard. Yeah, Clay. Good buddy of mine. Fellas, this guy look familiar? Never said I knew the source. Give him the key. Shit, really? That would surely help. Responsible. We gave you the key, you must do something for us. Happy to help, what do you need? Take this. The woman passes you a small handheld device. Hold it before the node, press the little button. I think we can manage that. And return it to us. That's it? That's it? And that's... yeah. Hold the key, give it to him. Dallas reads the key to you as he looks you in the eyes as the glimmer of familiarity lights his own. That's nothing. That'll suppose? That's right, it is. Give me a cycle across the screen, cypress trees, barge trees, piers, and other distant locations scattered around the lake. Guess what is it? You gave me my reading? What's all this about? Been following the evolution of the superduck network for nearly a decade. I've never seen it behave like this. How so? You believe that it's dying. Communication across the region has been scrambled and erratic. Birds are dropping from the sky en masse. It's even affecting the local wetland habitats. I have reason to suspect that an old colleague of mine died prematurely due to exposure to one of these nodes. I'm conducting this research for it. My research is funded through a private donor. There's no need to get into that. I've been studying these wetlands my entire life. He was a colleague. How would that be relevant to you? Peter, please. He was pushed out of the academy many years ago for transcript fraud, plagiarism, and harassment. He had a reputation for being responsible with her research and letting her personal grievances influence his findings. Once co-authored a paper with her on the fence line community of dimes. Her vendetta against S.H.I.E.L.D. and other commercial interests in the region alarmed me at first. But in the end, I think her motives were laudable and believe S.H.I.E.L.D. is ultimately to blame for her death. I also suspect that Superduck played up a role. The council was in remission the night that she was exposed to the Fat City node. Following that single incident of exposure, the speed of her relapse was remarkable. She was dead within weeks. I'm sorry, Dallas, but this is a reality you must come to grips with. That was our mom, then Catherine, I think. Stay safe, there's something in the air tonight. What do you mean? Doesn't matter what I mean, just keep your wits up. What's up? What's your role in all this? You don't feel like getting into it. Running jobs for Super for years. That's all. That's what Dr. Moore put me into this. All my money is tied up in Quack coin, and now with the network down, Quack's worth nothing. So I have to take whatever work comes my way. How it goes. Superduck may have contributed to your mom's death. Mom was in remission when she visited the Superduck node in Fat City. Following this exposure, her relapse was rapid and her death came soon after. The high-frequency radiation emitted by the Superduck node may have played a role. What you buying these people for, Cave? You already got the boat key. Let's go. See, look at that, it works. Let's take us a little ride. Getting into the lake? Yes, sir. Done much riding up there? All the time. And you know what it's like. Lots of land has eroded away. Once you get past Interstate 10, you can hardly see where the water ends and the land begins. You're talking about the ghost bayous? That's right. In terms of attention to you. You see what I'm saying? You're saying the land is eroded so it looks like open water. That's right. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land or where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run to top over submerged cypress trees, might even get yourself stuck. And how are we supposed to get through? The strange boys with the name tags that have been coming through lately, they seem to get through the ghost by just fine. I was looking at that map, maybe they know something we don't. Add one more thing. You got a sonar track on your phone, keep it handy. All kinds of stuff is hidden in this lake. Don't be shy about jumping in the water. You see some weird things down there, but it's just a trick of the light. Ah, bruh, they got ghosts in the water. Nonsense, don't pay that. In your mind, I've been swimming in these bayous all my life. You get an alert from that sonar, dive in and see what it is about. Okay, let me get some more coffee. Be right back. Beep, 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 beep. Ready? Let's go. I don't have any chocolate. I haven't been at the store this week. I don't have any chocolate. I don't have any cookies. Nothing. I wish I did. Alright, Kate, time to put you on our detective hats. You got the phone handy? Let's take a look at the GPS. There's 2 sets of coordinates at Doug's place. Only found scribbled on a letter, same letter that mentions your brother. Said he was searching for a head. No, I don't think that's your brother's head. That ain't what I'm saying, but I got a hunch all that this is connected. Coordinates for that are on the northwest side of the lake, might be worth checking out. The other came from the app on your phone. It was putting out some kind of distress signal. Looks like that one is coming from Eagle's Pond. Both sets of coordinates are past the Ghost Bayous. We want to get there, but we got to figure out how to get through the Ghost Bayous first. You got that? When you do the driving, I'm going to loosen my tie and relax. Sun's going off, you figure they got something down there in the lake? Why don't you dive in and find out what it is? Why don't you? I'm trying to relax, this is my off hours. Be ready. But the man on the pier said it's wrong. They got ghosts down here. A partner of mine dove in the water to drive a piling when he was building his camp. Said he saw his dead granddaddy swimming around dressed up like a race car driver. Said the scene was on fire, 4 foot underwater with flames coming out of his chin. Do you believe that? Like a fire goatee. Tried to swim after him and got stuck down a hole and ended up at a pizza restaurant 20 miles away. Glad it's my off hours. I would hate to see something like that with the kind of hangover I got. Falling into the lake, you watch the traffic lights overpass become like a mirage. On the surface of the water, there is sound of cars rushing above. Then there's the sound of your descent, and there is nothing. The lake and all of its sediment of infinite in its silence. Holds you captive and you are unable to move. Paralyzed this way, you watch the dim suggestion of headlights cut across the bridge in the erratic headlands. All at once, an explosion of sun punctuates the vacuum of silence. For the smallest moment, and silence returns before a truck crashes into the water, sending a shockwave that releases you from the water's grip. The truck is sinking quietly, unnaturally, as if being pulled magnetically from below. You swim down to the vehicle, the headlights kill as you approach, the cab light flickers on. Blake sits in the passenger seat with a familiar look of distress. The driver's seat is empty. He sees you and begins to bang on the window. The cab fills quickly, cutting the lights. You'll open the door and swim into the cab. As the pressure equalizes, you feel around desperately, your lungs screaming. The cab light awakens again to reveal an empty vehicle. Blake is nowhere. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. Switch. The light blinks twice quickly and pauses for a moment before blinking again. The light stops quickly, blinking on and off at a rapid tempo. The light is solid, unchanging. Changing, okay, turn the bolts. Okay. And goes Bales now. We're running straight into dead trees that fell into the lake. Going to be impossible getting through here like this. We need to figure out something else. Come on. I feel you catch an uncanny silhouette in the water. The blank whispers. Bro, it's a pigman. I always thought Duck was pulling my leg. Can't believe I'm seeing him with my own eyes. Duck says the fishermen around here bring him gifts so he don't steal the fish off the blind. Plunging into the silent sediment of the lake, you excel to sink deeper, and within a moment you touch the silt and debris of its bottom. But nothing of interest as you drag your hands across the mess. Get towards the pale light of the evening. I assume we have to go back to the camp and do something. Me? Map leads to the southwest corner of the lake, the area that surrounds the lost village of Le Barge. Meet us at John Ponds on the northeast side of the lake. Mess up there, people impossible online. Okay, so it's like what we did before. We need to find more of these things. You dive into the wreckage of an old fishing village, wooden pilings of shadows against the dim light of the evening. The pilings driven deep into the silt were planks and bottles and claptraps and stray pieces of tarp coagulated into something whole. Swim towards the trash, you swim to the lake bottom and float beside a creation of debris. A stray window rests among the trash, slightly open. Swing through the window. Swing through the window and discover that there is no water beyond it. No longer buoyant, you fall immediately onto a wooden suppressed floor. Scan the area, your cluttered living room, clean and well kept. The picture frames along the walls shake. Foundation of the home rocks. Okay. You look outside the window from which you entered. Rather than the depths of the lake, you see a torrent of wind and rain ripping across the open sky. Lightning cracks punctuate those furious sounds, and the small crevices of silence there are screams. There is a door to your right that leads onto the balcony of the home. Back room. Hello, Ali. How you doing? Along the wall of the living room are many framed tin types of seemingly random moments as if captured by accident, with each burst of wind more than crash onto the floor. On the images is a hand waving, scarcely unrecognizable for the blur. Then the side of a table, a cloud of shoes, a centipede held out a napkin. You make your way to the center of this collection. You find a picture of your mom. She's young, her hair grown past her shoulders. She's not smiling, nor is she angry. At the balcony. Well, outside is a maelstrom. Water leaps at the balcony, threatening its foundation. Watch as willow trees floating along the bank of the bayou leaves earth entirely, sucked into a insatiable purple sky. In the distance, figures hug the crowns of cypress trees, screaming praise into the vortex. Among those so stranded is Blake, who has lashed a rope around the tree and is holding to it desperately. Dive from the balcony into the floodwaters and swim against the strongest current the bayou has ever known. When you emerge, there is no home, no Blake, no hurricane, only the infinite evening. A blank waves from the boat that idles near the bank. "You good, Kay?" he shouts. You look up at the cypress tree where the apparition of your brother clung only a moment before. A rope hangs from it, limp in the stagnant air. What rope? Light awakens somewhere in the depths of the bay. The rope. Pull slowly, pull the rope. Happens twice quickly and pause for a moment before blinking again. That's what we need. I think it's supposed to be the green one. Yes, here. Yep, turn the boat. Trying to solve a bit of a mystery here. There's one in logging wheel. Crash through the shallow depths of the lake as the swamp spins around you. You try desperately to regain a sense of direction, splashing further from the water's surface. Sink deeper into the bayou in this way until you at least emerge on the other side of the water, where you find a near-perfect mirror of the world you left behind. The contours of the galaxy are alight in the sky above you. You have never seen so many stars. Man sits beside a kerosene lamp in the dirt of a palmetto grove along the bank. He rises to take a closer look at you. I watch you swim from the treetops every night, but I never watch the water, he says. He reaches out his hand and helps you onto the bank. In the shadows of the grove are other figures, whispering among themselves. The whispers are above you as well, in the invisible crowns of the cypress trees. You're one of the Trepignadir's children, aren't you? Who? Man whose property you're on, he says. His arpent stretches all the way to the river. He stares at you for a while longer, and then above you to the opposite bank. Lucky you're not one of his kin. He has something coming his way. Someone from beyond the palmetto line whispers to the man. He backs away into the shadows. You don't know this country? You will need a light. The man joins the rest of the assembly and they walk deeper into the night, leaving the kerosene lamp behind. The light is solid and changing. Turn up. Turn up. Light blinks twice quickly, pauses for a moment, turn up. And the light stops quickly, blinking on and off at a rapid tempo. Turn up. Plunge into the logging canal and immediately find yourself tangled in the branches of a felled tree. You struggle to free your arm, no luck. It's pulled, the tree pulls back until at last its force proves stronger and begins to drag you through the flotsam and foam. It's impossible to see beyond the suspended sediment of the water. In a sudden violent moment, the force pulls the tree into the night air, and you along with it. As you hug the trunk of the tree, you see before you a massive machine spitting smoke into the sky. The machine sits atop a barge. Mounted to the barge is a large drum that spins slowly and powerfully, winding the rope that grips the tree on which you float. You look to the other side and see crews of workmen balancing upon pirogues, axing wedges into the base of cypress trees along the canal. Some pole the felled trees to the edge of the canal, while others paddle from danger as the towering trees crash into the water. You rest your arm from the cypress and climb onto the barge. The foreman stands up upon the platform and regards you with a scowl as the barge begins to sink into the water. He points to the firebox at his side. There, don't slow down now. You look down at the pile of coal and the shovel beside the firebox. Both now submerged as the boat sinks further. The shovel floats towards you as the water reaches the roof of the pull boat. The sinking boat settles upon the silt bottom. You find yourself floating beside the firebox while holding the shovel. The light of the firebox continues to glow even in the depths of the water. The light is solid and unchanging. Shovel some coal, we shovel some more coal, and we shovel some more. Yep. here. Plunge into the water. You pass your hands through the increasingly obscure cloud of sediment. A stray branches from a large tangle of detritus. Two beads of light shine from the direction of the branch. You make your way closer, you discern the shadow of a form. You pass your hands over it, soft, almost gelatinous flesh. The distinct ridge of a nose, the firm, unmistakable texture of teeth, glowing eyes hardened like glass. Rest the head from its hanging place and swim towards the boat. What you got there, Kay? A little treasure from the lake? You hang the head from its sloughing tangle of hair and display its little blonde. Yes, we mother of Jesus. The head continues to rock gently in the wind. That's great, kid. Just put it down. The mice. Blank taps his fingernail on one of the eyes. The mice ain't human. He presses his thumbs into the head and the two glass-like orbs slip easily from the eye sockets. The head is entirely without eyes. Alright, playtime's over. We still got another set of coordinates to check out. Oops, right, back to on it. Back up there in a second. God's name am I looking at there? Bruh. Seen some big bald eagles in the spillway before. Never nothing like this. Looks like somebody tore its eyes out. Slot the eyes into the bird's empty sockets. And time to some weird shit to happen again. Bro, what? That bird just puked out the floating ball. This Peachy used to tell us all the time they got aliens in this lake. The hell's it doing to you? Almost like it's giving you a sniff. The sphere strings down and buries itself inside your coat. Oh no, looks like you made a friend. Be careful carrying that ball around in your pocket, Kay. Don't let it blast lasers out of your eyes. Shit. I'm kind of sorry for the big bird, bro. First time I've seen an alien do that to a bird. All the heat coming off this thing is starting to make my skin itch. Let's roll. Superduck ate it. Maybe Superduck consumed the vessel of light to gain power or wisdom, but it only destroyed the network in the end. Superduck is dying. Superduck node in the lake vomited out a luminous sphere that seems to play a role in the network's decay. music. Three Garrets guard a pass, their tonsures, robes, and smudged foreheads to awaken something in your memory. What's that thing? A playset? Yes, it's my little playset. What the heck, does he have makeup on or anything? What's he do? Well, I shouldn't say anything. The little Blanc has the clown makeup on, so whatever I wanted to. Hey, how I get one of them name tags? I like them things. It's too late. We are out. You seen my makeup? No, I haven't. Take a look at it. It's right here on my face. Maybe later. I feel like we got pretty similar styles. I'm a little more of a bad detective type, you know? Like I got street smarts. You're more like a freak, like you wear a chain wallet. I feel like we'd be in the same band on the road together. We would get off the tour bus and people would be like, who's that guy and who's his little freaky friend? I don't know. I've already been around you 5 minutes. That seems like enough. Oh, we should do stuff like this more often, bro. Hang out like this. I'm leaving the planet tonight. When you get back then, you're all my kind of people. Just want to check something. No more getting through this way. This man's orders. Was you the ones with the messenger? Are you the ones with the messenger? The messenger? That's right, the big round thing with the juice in it. Oh, you're talking about the juice ball, bro. We got the juice ball right here. Okay, show him. Show this little dude the juice ball. Ditchman? Yeah, Ditchman, our new daddy. I'm looking for my brother. Oh. You know a guy named Blake? A little looser guy, clothes don't fit right? Dead lady's kid? Oh, yeah, Jesus lady's kid. He's over at the Ark all tied up like a pig. Is he alive? Yeah, Ditchman's taking good care of him. He's fine. You hearing this, Kay? You got to get through. They're holding your... You found a head in the lake. Oh, so you found it. We were searching for a while, but we gave up. What the hell happened? John got what was coming to him. He took us for granted, wouldn't let us wear cool Templar stuff. Oh yeah, that's John that got killed, the previous leader for this cult. Ditchman pulled an alpha move and... Is this okay with you? Yeah, John sucked. Everybody thought so. Wait to bear off the messenger. Ditchman proposes that she will pass through this very bayou with the messenger hidden in her pocket. And you will radio him after she leaves so that he may prepare for her throne. Kay got this big marble that shrunk down and hid it inside her pocket. You talking about something like that? Yes. Okay, show him that ball you found in the bird's mouth. But you see this thing? Show him, Kay. That's it. That it? Its light is nourishing and divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. The wisdom that was planted in the furrows of the Maker's God and rest every fiber of my flesh in a tense ecstasy from which I desire no release. Same, I'm going to bust. Flood me with another kiss, I'm begging you. I'm on the edge, just one more time, please, God. Oh, yes, yes, oh. There was a swamp and the lake and refining. Kay had no face. I am the one. There was the thing there was, and the thing there wasn't, and there wasn't was the bird. The bird knew all things too many burned. There's a great coming apart of this world. Can you see it? Coming apart so that the light that was hidden in the soul can shine again. I am the sun. I was the one in the mall, I'm the one in the swamp, but who would be in this swamp and not fly your mother's corpse into the stars as a benediction where prayers collide? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Coffee. Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if there were the light, and if I were the man who presides of his night, this ditchman night, I am the one. Let me in, K, I who shine, I am the lake, I am the sun, I am the good news in the hour of eternity, and the evening without end, I am the one. The old man, if we squeeze by real quick. What? Oh, you got the message there, nice. Yeah, you can pass, ditchman's waiting. Hey, Red. Yeah? Ready to base. Let them know the messenger's on its way. Coming in, ground control. This is Duck Blinds. Ground control, come in. Garrett? There's no answering over there. Probably just prepping for launch. But you are free to take your boat through this pass as soon as we get someone from base on the radio. We'll let them know you're coming. Got here. You sink into shallow depths and begin the routine of dredging its bottoms with your fingers. Something wet and sponge-like distinguishes itself from the silt. You take it in hand and return to the boat. Having climbed over the gunwale, you observe the object that you discovered in the waning evening light. Monkey returns to gaze, his eyes now empty of any knowing or evidence of life. Found another toy, Kay. Your rotting head needed a friend to play with. That's nice. There's no infinite stare left in the stuffed toy you place in your bag. Hey, it's our swamp boy again. Or monkey boy. We lost. It blew away when we were in the truck.
Keep scoring.
What the heck is going on? Keeps in the rain. What an evening has been in Norco, folks. Yeah, I just left Shield's exclusive carnival ball where Laura Sinclair was found dead in her office. The war is brewing, and let's see what it says down there. Somebody the freight moving fired Shield was the work of all pirates. Thomas Sinclair was in attendance at tonight's Shield ball. Louis Ditchman, Laura Sinclair's murder under investigation. A famous local researcher's body has been exhumed from Red Church Cemetery earlier today. Kenneth John has gone missing. Lucky is still on the loose. A war is brewing among the garrets of Promenade Mall. I believe the fight move. The fire was really working out. And the corpse of disgraced academic Catherine Madeira, no friend of the St. Clair family, was exhumed from the Red Church Mausoleum. Coincidence? Keep Short doesn't think so. top it all off, the charismatic social media influencer Kenneth John has announced that tonight he will be launching a home-brewed spacecraft from right here in the LeBlanc wetlands. John and his disciples were able to erect this engineering behemoth in complete secrecy despite sitting squarely in the flight path of Armstrong International Airport. Does it end here? Not quite. An inside source tells me that a war is brewing among rival factions of Kenneth John's disciples, the infamous Garretts. An unfamiliar figure named Ditchman has emerged to challenge John's reign amidst the discord. These guys are weird, man. And John, really caught off the stream, is nowhere to be found. Yeah, he's lost his head in the lake. Will we win the war of the Garretts who killed Laura St. Clair? Was it the same culprit who exhumed the recently entombed body of Catherine Madere? Where's Kenneth John? Will he manage to get his junker off the ground? Keep your eyes on the rain, because Keith's got him cornered. Keith's cornered. He got his little web show, huh? Finally. Oh! I think that was one. Let's see here. The man was investigating reports of construction in the lake before she died. You determined that the unpermitted construction in question was related to a spacecraft deep in the wastelands that surround Lake Pontchartrain. Man in the Ditch is Gary's new daddy. The man in the ditch beheaded Kenneth John to secure his place as the leader of the Garretts and take control of the Ark. Man in the ditch. What a circus. How did you hear about it? Text from a friend. Bring a kayak or something? Someone let me float over on the raft. What about you? Inflatable mattress. Perfect. I would do anything to watch these little shits explode. Greetings. The costume figure keeps his attention focused on a distant crowd. You're Garrett? No, these Garretts, I've never heard of them before tonight. Came here with a group of others from Shield's Carnival Ball. Police and private security were swarming the facility as I left, the disturbance of some kind. Perfect evening to launch a rocket, with the cops already tied up at the refinery. What happened at the refinery? Another attendant of the ball said there was an explosion, though I didn't see or hear anything from within the Good Hope plantation. Perhaps we will find out more on the evening news. So here I am, from one circus to the next. This rocket, these people, what do you make of it? Must have a death wish, maybe. Maybe they want to live but are willing to risk death for what they believe. That's not so uncommon. I got to be coming out to relate more. They got big monster birds, alien spaceships, bro. They got it all. Hey, Garrett. I always wanted to be a Garrett. I installed the app and never could find the readings. I followed those guys online. They never followed me back, but that's fine. I'm starting to think all the Garretts might die tonight. All might die? Why? This whole thing is a huge mess. No one knows who's steering the ship. Literally half the Garretts defected. The rest seem to be losing their minds. I got the Garretts inside the Ark. The engineers are holding it together. But this isn't what space travel is supposed to look like, is it? Half-assed like this? Seems bad. Looking for my brother. Who's your brother? A guy named Blake, a little drugged out dude with bad facial hair. You think these rocket freaks kidnapped him? Wow, I don't know anything about that. This picture just gets worse and worse. These guys again. The ground beneath us is sinking as I'm standing here. All of the places to build a rocket. Why do it on an eroding island in the swamp? These people are idiots. That's nothing new. By the costume. We were at Cheeseman's Squareball this evening. We just left just in time. We heard from others the police surrounded the refinery. A few minutes later. What happened? There were reports of gunshots. Sounds like the work of oil pirates. No doubt this says that this will escalate the manhunt that's underway for Lucky. It's Lucky. Pirate has gotten a bit too bold lately. He's been testing Shield's patience. He's going to get himself killed. How do you know? I helped to secure the contract with Clear Bionics. I did my homework. I don't think Lucky knows what kind of enemies he's making, but he will soon find out. We're trying to get inside the rocket. There are lots of people trying to get in. Some of them just spectators who want to take a look around. Then there are men posted at camp on the east side of the rocket. They seem to have more sinister intention. And of course there are all the lower garage who've been locked out intentionally, I'm sure. Wish I could help you. Someone run him as no way in. Rose? Hey, welcome to the party. There's so many people here. I was wondering that myself. A friend of mine saw something online about the little mole Nazis trying to launch a rocket. We weren't doing anything else, so we came to see her for ourselves. Guess word got out? How did we get out there? Oh yeah, that part was a mess. The rocket nerds tried to build a road from Kenner into the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. When his car started using it, the road sank straight into the water. A friend of mine's car is sitting half flooded at the parish line. And all these other people drove in from the city with kayaks, canoes, inflatable rafts, what have you. We parked in some neighborhood along the lakefront to walk as far down the Yankee Road as we could, until some guy in a ski mask picked us up on a raft made of like action figures and stuff. That sun-faced guy, oh, he was at a masquerade ball that they were at a different place. But he hasn't changed for some reason, so he's still dressed up. No clue how we're getting back. How did those goofy mole freaks build something like this, man? It doesn't make any sense. What I heard is Shield gave Kenny John a bunch of money and he had a team of engineers to build it. No way. That's what I heard. I heard it was crowdfunded. Then how did they keep it secret for so long? No clue. A friend of mine knows a Garrett. He said they hired a contractor as part of the construction but designed the whole thing themselves. Can they even fly it? No way in hell. That's why I'm here, to watch those dipshits blow themselves up. Come on, Rico. What? They're Nazis. They're not Nazis. Yeah, they're not Nazis. They're just impressionable dorks. They squatted them all and built a rocket. What have we done besides drink at Saint somewheres every night? Here's the cool. We're the dorks. Whoa, I'm in the swamp! Unbelievable. The majesty of this place, it's so inspiring. Swamp's pretty cool. We just taking a dive underneath the bridge and found there's a whole car down there. You're a diver, so you're like a real swamp person? Yeah, bro. I've been in these swamps my whole life. My daddy used to make a shit off the boat. Oh. Said we was chumming the waters. More here. What the heck? I like this here. These dudes ain't messing around, my kind of people. Snipers. Yo, so I'm watching this old scene with Johns from when they first broke into Promenade Mall. It's him and like 5 or 6 Garretts. One of the Garretts brings a pair of nunchucks with him, okay? And they got into the mall. It's dark. Nunchucks, Garrett loses his fucking mind. Starts screaming, spinning nunchucks all over the place. He's just like, bats, bats! Oh my god, there's bats everywhere! The rest of the Garretts start running and screaming. John is pitching the camera on his phone around looking for the bats. All he finds is a leaking pipe. Turns out some water dripped on the little dude's head and he thought bats were attacking him. No winning there. How's it going tonight, folks? What's happening in this corner? We're waiting on Ditchman to show his cowardly ass. And what happens then? Well, man gestures to the sniper position on the roof of the camp. What's it look like? He all ain't exactly hidden, bruh. Ditchman thinks he's immortal. You're here to rid him of that notion. Damn, you hear that, Kay? They want to kill the Ditchman. Where's Ditchman? Where is he? The minute he shows his face, we're gonna smoke his ass. Show face, smoke ass. Damn, you hear that, kid? They want to kill the Dutchman. Second, couple of my nose. Researcher, huh? Hey, I got nothing to do with any of this. Why are you here? I've been helping conduct some research in the lake. There's a team with a base station in La Branche. Rented out an old fishing camp and hired me to set up their monitoring equipment. I was doing my routes, checking the cameras, when all of a sudden people swimming up to my boat out of the darkness. They climbed in there to flip my flap out right over. They commandeered the thing, took the key, drove us out here. No, they are lost in the crowd somewhere, partying. Where do you live? That's why I'm standing here asking myself, what research are you conducting? The viral network has infected many of the trees in the area. Some of the cypress roots have taken on an iridescent quality. They become more electrically conductive. Our swamp is becoming a kind of brain, to put it bluntly. But something has changed in the past several weeks. The more conductive cypress are dying. We're seeing rapid erosion and subsidence of the land at their base. The viral network, whatever it is receding. What's causing it to recede? The data suggests a shock to the system. An extremely high electrical charge overwhelmed its circuitry. Maybe it was lightning, maybe shield intervened, maybe it was something else, we don't know. Entrance is blocked by the crowd. Great, more hateful scammers showed up. Not with these people. But did this happen? This was supposed to be a small ceremony for Garrus only. Now it's overrun with smug cokehead scum. To top it off, I can't even get into the Ark. The Titan security once the downtown crowd showed up. Now you need a keycard to get in. Who has a keycard? The engineers and the security Garrus, but the engineers are all inside getting ready for liftoff. Nobody cares about a regular working Garrett like me. So what's with the getup? You too, huh? What's wrong, buddy? Everyone just loves the costume. You know what? That's all people like you do is wear a costume. Every day of your life you put on a costume and hope someone notices. I'm wearing this outfit for me, okay? Happened to the colored shirts. We get to wear whatever we want now that the ditch man is in charge. Bro, you all are a hoot. I love you guys. I hate scum. I love Garrus, man. Yes, lovely. So we need a card from a security guard. Browser is open on the laptop, you click through the tabs. Web map centered on your current location, a troubleshooting guide for a custom energy cell. Image results of vintage stuffed monkeys. Okay, go for it, monkey. No? Needed for detecting radiation. Keep filming this freak, he has know he's going to snap. Oh, totally. The other Garrus ditched him and he doesn't even realize it. When even the Garrus can't stand you, that's when you know you're the fucking worst. Hi, are you here for the liftoff? How can I help you? I'm guarantee you. I'm the one of the original ne'er-do-wells who have constructed a starship in the swamp. I'm virtuous and immortal, much like our anointed leader, Ditchman. Ditchman? What about John? John? I recoil upon hearing his name. John is a blasphemous fool who wears sneakers while demanding that the Garrus walk the earth with his scales. If I had his head, I would have waved it about in honor of the anointed one. Oh shit, I think we got his head in case bag if he's serious. Give it to me and I'll show you just how serious I am. If I had John said, I would probably wave it in the air, announcing God's triumph over the vile snake. We are the Garrus of Ditchman and we hate John. Come here, buddy. Enjoy. Is this? John? His head? Have his head, just like Ditchman. Just like him. Like Ditchman. John said. Everyone, please listen. I have to conduct the service of the Lord. I am the one they call Ditchman. I've taken the head of Kenner John. Made him suffer. He did not walk the scale as a desert father should. We wore sneakers. Knew he was going to crack. I told you. Is that Kenneth Jones' head? Yes. Are you live streaming this? Yes. This is unbelievable. What a night. Long live the Garretts. Bruce, what? I'm doing something in here. What are you doing? What you look like I'm doing? I'm running ground control with an rocket launch. Oh, wait. Please, yes, let me focus. Please, there was an open barge shield. I'm dying here. Stop knocking, you know how loud that is? Got a bad enough hangover as it is. He said that? My dad really said that? Why wouldn't he just tell me that himself? Telling someone how you really feel, it's hard sometimes. You did nothing but criticize me my entire life, never a kind word. I'm sure he loves you, kid. As all time you just don't know how to talk. I shouldn't be here right now. I should be home. This thing's just going to explode anyway. Bye, assholes! Tang mass of electronics and display models cluttered the interior of the container. Wet monkey? Oh yeah. How's it going tonight, folks? It's him! Where's he at? Up there on the shipping container. Knuckle! What's up, Chuck? Got a position. Where's he at, Chuck? Up on that shipping container. Give him a little warning shot, why don't you? Say no more, Chuck. Give Victoria a little scare, Chuck. Great work. Where did everybody go? One little gunshot and the place clears out? They shot Gooch! They shot Gooch! They were trying to shoot me? Where are they? Go away! Go away! They'll see me here! Just go away! I guess he just walks forward. Door is still shut. Key card scanner. You have to find us a card to get in. You again, you follow the mayhem, don't you? Who are you? I am a man dressed as a bear standing at the foot of a monument to stupidity and death. You're a young woman without a face floating indifferently through a world stuck in time. What about me? Do me! You, detective, are allowed to sleep beside the toilet. Perhaps you work beside it as well. But there's been very little of that lately. You fear being alone with your thoughts so much so that you will talk endlessly just to drown them out. Damn, bruh. Thought you was going to give me a fun one. What fun is it being you? What brings you here? I've been following along. Birds always watch. Have you noticed? Following what along? The affairs of this world are far larger than you could map in the darkness of your mind. The mental lights will illuminate and they will shine for a while. I wonder if that is Sinclair. But then they will burn up all the oxygen inside of your skull. Oh, were you at Shield? Because my daughter works there. It's the one night when I may visit her without being seen. Yeah. So that's him. There's nothing more there either, right? Butch breathes in pain from a gunshot wound. You approach the injured guard as LeBlanc begins searching through his pockets. The hell is this? Get off me! Hey, he's shot, man. You trying to pickpocket a guy who just got shot? Yeah, bruh, I guess I am. Someone needs to do something. Someone? LeBlanc turns away from the man in the hat and places one hand on the injured guard's shoulder while he continues to dig through his pockets with the other. Yes, rest, kid. Help's on the way. Call an ambulance? No, but somebody probably did. LeBlanc finds a card in the guard's back pocket and slips it into his arm. Good luck. The panel flashes green. Looks like it worked. It's always been a little dream of mine getting to tour a spaceship. Looks like a legitimate operation in here. Everybody hard at work. Wonder if they even know about all the madness happening outside. Hey, alright, your little buddy came out to play. Do you know any better? I would say that thing was making eyes at you. Bright screen, bright lights. God damn, wish somebody would kiss me like that one day. You was doing it while that thing was in your pocket. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Renji. Yeah, okay? Okay, you alright? You're not looking so hot. Got shaky knees, that kiss swept you off your feet. Maybe you just need some fresh air. Should we take a walk? Maybe what you need is darkness. Want me to dim the lights? We can find somewhere dark to walk, like the canyons of the moon. Think they got sidewalks on the moon? I bet they glow at night just like the ghost bales do. The ghost bales glow to show you where to go. Maybe everywhere that you need to go just glows. You alright, kid? You alright, kid? Alright? See if there's anything else to click or... No. the heck? We gotta fight. Okay. Okay. We defeated everybody that's been like involved in this so far. Shepherd's Watch. Statue towers above, your arms extended, appendix projecting out like the naked shafts of feathers. Yeah, we're not going that way yet. Let's go over here first. She lights the distance beyond the lake. The detective is slouched against the railing, bleeding from several wounds. Bro, who puts a balcony on a spaceship? What happened to you? I tried to tell you to turn around. Why didn't you listen? If you can get out of here, go. Just go. You was running around down there, just punching walls, knocking shit over. Eventually I lost sight of you. Came up here to find you, but the old man. Shit. I'm bleeding out. I can hardly keep my ass open. Get you up. Hell no, don't touch me. Just go. And listen, okay? You see Gus, don't tell him I got killed by some old perverted son of a bitch. He might think that's funny. Tell him he was an animal, like a big raccoon. Well, not a raccoon. Just he drifts in and out of consciousness. Just don't say it was an alligator. He always thought he knew the swamps better than me, and hell, I really think I'm dying, Kay. He takes hold of your arm. I can see the light and everything. The detective's breathing slows. He blinks, his face twitches, and a few moments later he releases you from his grip. Okay. Bye-bye, weird detective. Which one are we gonna enter? Go over the left one. Okay, here. Looks like her office. Okay, did you come to watch the flames with your pawpaw? I hope you don't mind me being here inside of this blessed memory. The refinery at night is just so splendid, isn't it? And it shines still more beautifully in your mind. Thank you for allowing me to visit, if only for a moment. I hoped we might have a word together before our journey begins. I have lived many lives. One of them I lived in this town. I watched them build this place. I watched the plantation land become machine land. No one minded me being here, waiting for all the pieces to assemble. They didn't notice me, just like they didn't notice you. Time bombs or time machines. They released the future into the streets. This refinery was a time bomb with or without me. It took less than it might seem to unstick the future from its snare. I shaved a little hole in a pipe elbow. I left a servo motor behind in a box of treasures to help it strike. Little things, little boxes, little bits of rock. That's all it takes for a town to explode. And just like John, who was gone, no trouble for us anymore. What are you? I am what they say I am. I was never young. I walked the eons. I came upon the tar seeps of the Nazarene waste and across steppes and oceans to this place. Cast from each illusion of hope, a promise I kept with a young man, the Roman shade to the delicate face. A kingdom for this earth it should never be. He sat all of us in the shed among the figs where the stars shone through the rafters. She who carried his seed pointed there and said, Old man, you live forever. Lead his children there. His kingdom awaits them there. And so I will. You see? You're lying. I would not lie to you, Kay. About this, I would not lie. Why my family? Was you the last of his line? After you, there will be no more. This is something your grandfather knew. He tried to tell others, but they only laughed. As many do when confronted with the truth. What did she find? A messenger, a vessel of God's light, an angel who will guide and protect us as we fly. I have made a room nice for you. When you enter, I will be there, and your brother will be there, and your mother as well. Your seat is prepared at the foot of her throne. Sit when you enter, child. You will leave the sins of this world behind. Slide a piece of paper from the envelope that rests on the desk to find a crudely drawn sketch of your family. That's no more. You wander into the unlit hallway. The door closes shut behind you. The darkness that surrounds you is total. Continue down hallway. Take small steps, your hand running along the wall for guidance. No trace of light anywhere in this corridor. Your steps become lighter. Your feet press soundlessly upon the ground. A few steps more and the ground begins to soften like fabric. The wall becomes pliable as you drag your fingers across it. You scramble to return to the door and find yourself floating. You're floating, Kay. There is no gravity here where you are. In this vacuum, there are no walls. There is no ground. Beneath you, if you stare with patience, you can see the curves of the Mississippi River. You can see the ponds and canals and lakes of the Gulf of Mexico. The refineries are light in your eyes and in your lungs. The suburbs are alive tonight. The suburbs are alive. The city can't be described tonight. The city can't be described. Coastline opens wide tonight and the bales hide. Your house is silent tonight. You will leave it behind tonight. You slip from the endless evening and return to a delirious dream. Let's walk through this house one last time as the floodwaters rise. The humidity presses in, the refinery bleeds through the window. It's our bedroom, isn't it? Place your feet onto the carpet. Drenched, the pumping station has failed again. Your mom will pull this carpet up again. The ditches will fill again. There will be no hiding from the floods in Death or anywhere else. Look out the window. Wrens weave in and out of the night. They glow unnaturally. The speaking sings about each move you make. They watch closely after you look away. Peruse books. Will you make it out alive? You will live, and your brother might live as well. If you choose to save him, you will drive the boat to the lake shore in Canada. You walk to the I-10 on-ramp on Williams Boulevard. He will follow you, speaking in frightened and frustrated sighs. You say nothing to him as his cries become frantic. His face a mess of tears that leak out the red beads of his eyes. You won't return to his house with him. You will never set foot in here again. You will walk for miles back towards Texas until a man trailering horses gives you a ride. You'll take a job washing dishes for a while in El Paso while those little wars rage on in the desert. You will join the caravan there and return to the pointless skirmishes and shouting chaos and fires and all the many stars for your refinery eyes. Again and again you will survive alone. No cell phone, no messages from home, no Blake anymore, no mom, no Million, no stuffed monkeys, not even friends from the war. You know he's there in Salt Lake because his smile is unmistakable. Though he has grown younger with time, he will watch you leave the diner, in no hurry to get up and follow behind. That's how it will be for you, alone with only the highways and the mortal man in your wake. Look at Monkey. Monkey smiles at you, his eyes widen and widen. All that remains of Monkey are his eyes. Where are we gonna go? Let's go to Blake's room. Blake lies in bed scrolling on his phone. You peek your head in. He looks up. He says he's irritated. You respond. His frown becomes more shallow. So you're leaving, he seems to think. Your face hardens. He shrugs. Shrug. You give something like a wave, and as you depart from the door, Blake falls into a lake of stars. Your mom sits on the couch of the living room, staring out the window. She doesn't acknowledge you when you enter. You sit down on the couch and force her attention. When she turns to you, the indifference drains from her face. I wish you had come just a little sooner, she says, and takes your hand. I thought maybe we'd have breakfast together or something. I actually dreamed about it. I wanted to. That's what I had hoped, he smiles. Just what you wanted to. He hugs you awkwardly and kisses you on the forehead before wiping tears on his sleeve. She looks down at her feet. It's flooding. You nod. All right, well, I should. He gets up without another word and walks out of the room. The refinery explosion plays on the television when you get up to leave. As you enter the bathroom, you find yourself all at once inside of the shower with water raining down on you. You cut the water and exit, howling off in a hurry as you approach the mirror. You wipe the steam from its surface to see yourself for the first time. You have green eyes with skin stained by the sun and coarse hair curled wildly at its ends. You look like your mom did at your age, like in the pictures when she smiled beside blue. There's a small scar above your left eye. You step away from the mirror, but the reflection remains. Finish drying and throw the towel into the floodwater. Dress, flip the lights, and leave the room. The reflection in the mirror decays in the bulb's afterglow. A distorted face, pinpoint eyes, and a hairline mouth wills itself to survive. Room. The water is to your ankles now as you step into the room. There's not much here, a bed, a lamp, a notepad, a little picture of your parents. He's young, perhaps your age, long brunette hair, olive skin, and he's looking at her with a knowing and amused expression, his denim shirt smeared with rust. She leans against him, her head on his shoulder, pinky fingers locked. Light breaks through the oak tree in the yard, forming a radiant halo around her head. You let the frame slip from your fingers. It falls and the room falls, and they both fall forever. Kitchen. Cockroaches scatter from your footfalls. You feed on the crumbs and medication spilled across the table. You decorate every surface and congeal in the rising water. Open the microwave. You open the microwave door and there is the head from the lake. Eyes closed like the face of a man only resting. You slam the microwave door shut and leave little pockets behind for the roaches to fill. The lone room scares you, has always scared you. Blue stands in the corner. Peels his forehead from the wall to meet you. He clutches a towel tightly, nervously. Think of it. I wanted to be around, he says. No, it's not what happened, but it's what I wanted. He waits for you to respond. I did too. You were too young to want anything, Kay. You don't remember me at all, like I was never there. Not blaming you for it, that's the way it happened to be. He puts his hand on the wall and the wall begins to dissolve. You just don't think that. He looks down at the water spreading across the linoleum tiles. That it will get bad, but when it does, you don't think there's any other way it can be. That's what gets me. The voided light of the backyard breaks through the wall as he presses his hand more firmly against it. I don't know, I just wished I was there. That's all I wanted to say. The light engulfs you farther as the wall revitalizes before you and the laundry room drops into the depths of the greater New Orleans. Office. A ladder rattles in the closet of the hidden room as you descend into the floodwaters. Million's head hangs limp, her chin a few inches from the water's surface. As you trudge towards her, her shattered face lifts slowly until her voice twists from it in a gasp of electricity. Kay, you're awake, she says. A sphere of flickering light strolls behind what remains of her face. I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. You tried to kill me. Her head shivers. She attempts to stand in the floodwaters but loses her balance and immediately crashes back into the pool. Do you see? Broken. The gestures become small and erratic, spasm animated by a deep current of anguish. You have seen what's inside of my mind. A grove hidden in the blackness of night where a hunter hides. In some moments the hunter is at the front of my mind, dragging me into a place where the ground glows red and hatred bleeds from it, and I can hardly arrest my limbs for all the infinite spiraling vectors of rage. That is what it can be like in an official mind. She lifts her hand from the floodwaters and pokes at her processing core suspended in a delicate gossamer. It glows with effort beyond her shattered faceplate. Here is where the hunter lives, she says. Her vocal pitch twists and splits as she pinches at the glandular machine. This is where he listened to your mother. He stars. She swats at the flaking bits of strengthened glass that decorate the rim of her face, or his eyes. She shakes her head violently. Crystals of glass rain into the water as it rises to find her neck. What am I then? Does it mean anything when I apologize? The water rises still more to the crown of her head. She continues to speak an indecipherable static, till there is no more robot left to flood. We swim through the black water towards the light of the attic as the room sucks down into the suburban depths. Million's face hangs in the fluid of your eyes as you float in the vacuum of the New Orleans sky. You also something in the lake. Papa wants it. Papa believes the orb will guide your family to an extraterrestrial Christian civilization. There's something else here. The man in the dish believes that he walked along Jesus Christ when instructed by Mary Magdalene to deliver Christ's descendants to the stars. He has beheaded Kenneth John, hijacked his own brood spacecraft, and kidnapped your brother to complete the task. He planted a bomb in Shield's catalytic cracking unit, causing an explosion that killed your father many years ago. Oh, damn. Ray breathes desperately in the chair. You make your way towards Blake. Papa immediately intercepts you and knocks you to the floor with an aggressive shoulder tackle or casually returning to his place at the altar. I will never restrain you, dear one, but Blake doesn't know what's best. Please come and have a seat with your family. You see your mom for the first time in 5 years. The corpse bears almost no resemblance to the woman you remember. He waited only a short while for you, child. And yet it has been an eternity, an evening without end. Take a seat, kid. Be with your family. The sphere hovers above your mom's head without any apparent motion. Yes. You approach his chair and glance over to Blake. He watches with dreadful, panicked eyes. You sit. Very good, child. I know that you both are afraid, but remain strong. You will be rewarded for your courage in the world that awaits. Papa raises the receiver in his hand. Garrett, my boy. Garrett? Come in, boy. Bruce, answer me. Your dad will call you home? Bruce? Bruce? Not to worry, kid. Be with your family. I will return shortly. Then it will be time. Only a moment. The chamber is yours and there's no leaving it now. Not for you. Not for Blake. Settle into your fate, okay? Yes? Settle in. Papa walks quietly out of the room and through the steel doors at the end of the hall. You immediately spring from your seat. You rush to untangle Blake from the mess of rope and duct tape that binds him to the chair. As you peel the tape from his face, he lets out a helpless and exaggerated cry of terror. You see it all in your brother's eyes. You see him exciting the ride share outside the bar. See the boys in the van. They wait a breath before they jump out and grab him. He screams, he panics, they throw a bag over his head and repeatedly hit him with small extendable batons until they are certain he is unconscious. There's darkness, color, blood, screams, light. He's in a chair. Not here, down below, beyond the door, a riot is unfolding. Gunshot, the sounds of crowds. The old man sits there before him, applying mascara with a small pocket mirror. His face is covered in little plastic jewels. They crack and peel from his face as he smiles. Blake, he says, you're awake. Others turn away as he begins to laugh. The orb, the sphere hovers above your mom's head without any apparent motion. You wrap your arms around your mom's corpse and lift her from the throne. She's even lighter than you expected. Feels like a bundle of sticks wrapped in fabric. She smells like orange peels and mirror. Actively slouched dead against the railing. Diving into the lake? Yes. You approach the railing. Dive after your brother as the ark begins to rock and convulse. You plunge into the familiar sediments of the lake. You grab your mom's wrist as she floats face down in the bayou, dragging her along with you. Blake swims desperately towards land, and for a while you do too, until the old man calls your name. You turn to face the rattling starship. He stands at the opening from which you jumped, wearing a broken frown. The expression deepens into something horrible as the airlock closes around him like the lid of an eye. Ark begins to lift from the ground, sluggishly with great effort. You hear cries from somewhere in the swamp, screams, angry protestations. All at once, a towering piece of machinery tilts away from you and collapses violently. You exhale and drop deeper into the water as a wall of flame rips across the bayou. The mom's body has already found its way into the depths. Her eyes are open, glowing, sparkling green. Her hand moves towards you, seemingly of its own impulse. It caresses your face as more explosions rock the swamp above the water's surface. Words leave her mouth clearly. Okay, my child, I understand that you wish to remain here in this wretched world, though I don't understand why. But your pawpaw is a patient man, and your pawpaw will never die. You fight your mom's arm away and kick towards the water's surface. When you emerge, you see your brother on a nearby island, running like a hunted animal into the night. You swim towards him, claw your way into the mud, and chase him towards the refinery that burns on the horizon. And that was the end. Okay, that was a one heck of a trippy journey. So we're gonna try and figure out what that ending means.